everybody. Welcome back to Covers and Commentary, and welcome back to another episode of Drummer Reacts. And it's been a while since we've listened to anything from Sleep Token, and frankly, the Drumeo videos were one of the big things that kind of turned me on to Sleep Token's full discography. And one of the songs that I realized I haven't listened to the performance of here on Drumeo, but that I've really fallen in love with just listening to on my playlist is Higher. And so I was very happy when I saw that they have Higher as one of the songs they played. And so today, I want to watch it and break it down because there's a lot of things about this that I like, and I want to sort of understand it better by visually seeing it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and have a listen.
Only when you're alone, I am granting you more than
Because I assume...
that I owe, 'cause I
Yep. I was just about to say, I assume that he's going to use the drum pads, which he's not using the little guy here. He's actually using drum pads on the kit, which is kind of interesting. So, anyway. Yeah. You know, I also thought for a second, I was like, when I was listening to the song originally, and now looking at this, I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if that's bass, because it sounds like, you know, timpani, like kind of thing, or at least some sort of, low percussion, almost like a tom in a way. So it makes sense that he has it as a drumstick hit instead of a kick drum. So that was something I didn't even think about until just now. Yeah. Yeah. It's my favorite part of this song. Something worth noting with this. So number one, of course, he's playing on the, and of course where he starts is, man, what is it with people wanting to start, like, listen to the whole song. You got the little highlight bit down here where it's like the most replayed, which is of course when he starts playing the real kit. Like, listen to the whole thing. There's a lot here to break down already. So just to go back here when he's playing on the rim of the high tom. Something that it took me a while to piece together, and it's even cooler to see played out in front of you, is 2 is really good at this, establishing the beat of the song, the kick and snare pattern of the song right at the start, either with something more simple or, in this case, with something that is still complex because you're, playing it on all these extra hits on the rim, over to the snare, but that that remains the same through these verse sections. So we'll listen to this part one more time, and then we'll see where it picks up and how it's still a consistent snare and kick pattern with the cymbals and the hi-hats and even the toms just being sort of extra, like fill in between the key beats. So... So he's staying here and adding more cymbals and hi-hats. See how it's... So during that whole section, even when he goes to on the hi-hat, he's keeping that consistent pattern with the hi-hat or with the snare and the kick drum, which is one of the things where whether you realize it on your own, whether you realize it, right in front of, or whether it's something that kind of subconsciously you realize, it helps establish how the feel of the song is going to go without kind of putting it right in your face, and still making it feel unique, which I love.
You believe you still refuse to shelter me, 'cause I am a danger.
You're a long way from home.
You are one among many, but you're now on your own.
Ooh.
The way you look at me when I am not understood, 'cause you can remember.
So I didn't even realize that. So he's adding that tom sound in the back, which obviously this is more like how he would play it live, but he's adding that sound in the back and integrating that electric sound that we had before with the hi-hat or with the ride cymbal. But instead of having it be the snare sound for the ride cymbal, he's just relying on the low sound of like the tom, the electric tom thing, and then just 1, 2, 3, keeping time on the ride cymbal. That's kind of nice. Huh. Immediately lost time on my hand. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to where he starts this on the cymbals. I want you to remember what we looked at the beginning. I love doing these Drumeo videos, by the way, because I feel like a teacher. I feel like a teacher because I'm pointing out things like, remember what we said earlier. But in all seriousness, though, remember what we mentioned earlier. So we have this... Oh, so we have this part. It's like... And then the fills in between. And then we get to the halftime here. So we have all that with that same do 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 do. So remember that pattern. Then we get here, and right about there. So essentially you still have your core feel, core pattern, and yet now that the song is opening up, you are, if you don't know what you're looking for, distracted or amazed or whatever the word you want to use is by all the cymbal hits, all the accents, all the fills. You're mesmerized by all that stuff. But if you pay attention, you look closely and you listen, you know and you hear that it is the same core pattern from verse to, or beginning to verse to chorus, all of it. And it's just the amount of energy behind that core beat that really helps not change the feel of the song, but change the energy of the song while keeping that core feel. And 2 is masterful at this. And now, of course, we just get all of this. With the ghost notes on the snare and everything. God, he makes it look so easy, too. Ah. And it's only at this point where what was a very low energy chorus turns into a higher energy chorus, and we get that different drum beat. Because the first time that we got that, he was playing it on the electric pieces, and those electric pieces kind of started that beat that we have now, at least I think. Let me double check. So we get the... So we got... So we got that, and then let's have a listen to... Nope. Yeah! Yes! I didn't even catch that at the start, or any of the times I've listened to it until seeing him play it right here, right now. That electric beat right here. That beat is carried out to here. Amazing. And that double, man, that was he was stomping on those pedals like they owed him money. God, he was beating those things. And then this is just straight up djent sounding. If you don't know what djent is, I highly recommend you look it up, but this is just djent, and I love it. Yeah! I am so glad that I actually watched that, because I've heard that song quite a bit at this point, and even after listening to it, I didn't pick up on... I'm a visual learner in a lot of ways. People have given me crap about not knowing certain things like terms for drumming, but I learn visually, and so like for something like, God, the Gravity Blast thing on El Esteparia's video that I did is never going to go away, because I called it a one-handed drum roll because I only watched people do it and learned how to do it that way. I never learned the term, which is Gravity Blast, but I didn't even pick up on the fact that the second sort of verse thing was carrying over the beat that was established with the electric beat at the start until I watched it happen. Didn't even realize that. What an amazing, amazing, amazing way to do that. I love it. And just, he makes it look so easy. But yeah, overall, it's a great way of showing how you can kind of hold musical consistency from start to finish with your beats, kind of maintain the feel of a song from start to just before the finish, and then to finish strong, he went for, well, the whole band went for just a total total tone shift, and by doing a total tone shift and making the feel of the song different, you then go and completely change over to a different beat in general, which is really cool. And again, if you don't know what djent is, I highly recommend looking it up. Jared Dines actually does some pretty funny djent stuff that I originally listened to that got me turned on to that kind of music in a way. But anyway, what an amazing performance. I'm sure some people are going to wonder why a 15-minute video exists for a 4-minute section of a song, but this is why, because it is educational, and I even noticed something I hadn't before. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and of course if you did, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. But before you do that, on your way down there, go check out the links to the original content, Drumeo, the channel itself, and of course Sleep Token, an amazing, amazing band. And just before that is the link to this video, so if you don't want to sit for 15 minutes to watch a breakdown of this and you just want to see the video itself, you can of course do that. But aside from that, you all are amazing, and thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. And again, check these guys out. Check out everything they have to make, because it is amazing. And aside from that, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for being here, and have a good one.